Hello and welcome back. I've found another video of the TV series done in the 60s, A Farming Life, and I'm going to stick it in and we will watch it. Hope you enjoy this video and we will catch you shortly. Hello and welcome back to another episode of A Farming Life, and we thought we'd let you get to know our farmer that we're following and ask him a few questions about the farm, one thing and another. So welcome to this episode. Hello John, you must be very busy, so we won't keep you too long. Aye, we're busy, a bit busy, but always busy on the farm. So John, how long is it that you've run the farm? I took the farm on from my dad in 1950, so I've been here 14 years now. My dad sometimes does help out, and he took the farm on from his dad, and his dad run the farm from 1827 to 1900 when my dad took over. So yeah, the farm's been on in the family for just over 100 years. And has it grown from what it was? Oh aye. The farm was just a cow yard when my grandfather finished with it, and my dad decided he did in 1900 that he wanted to grow some crops as well, so he bought 2 more fields, and so we had 2 grass fields, 2 arable fields, and that's how the farm stopped for many a year. And in 1949 we got after the war, of course, the grass fields in the war, they got ploughed up. They did. They had to go, and the cows went. So yeah, we went all arable and whatever, growing stuff for the parachutes and things in the war. My dad was, and after the war, my dad was coming up retirement age, and he decided that I could run the farm, and we decided then we was going to get back into cows again. So two fields we put down to grass just beyond us here, beyond the. Zoom your camera around. You're on that yard there, the 2 grass fields. You've probably seen us working in them while we've been on here, and so we put them 2 fields back to grass, and we got the Lincoln Red cattle. Why did you pick the Lincoln Reds? Are they better or whatever? The thing is with Lincoln Reds, they're all right for giving milk, and if you want to sell them for beef, then they're good for that as well. So yeah, we got that, and then the other grass fields we ploughed up, and since then we grown a few more fields. We bought 4 or 5 fields. If you look here on the map, I'll bring the map out, and you can see the fields we had before the war was fields 17, 18, and 19 and 20, and we bought since then. In 1960 we bought fields 7 and 6, in 1962 we bought 2 and 4, and in 63 we bought 1 and 3, and this year we bought 12 and 13 to add up, so we've got 12 fields to be going on with. So anyway, you'll have to follow the combine, because I've got to get some corn cut. It's 20 to 4, and we need to get this barley in. Okay, we will join you over on your combine shortly. Thank you for the interview, John. You're welcome, you're welcome. I've got to get busy. Well, we joined John back on his combine now, and I think he was getting a little annoyed with us there. We're keeping him stood talking while he's got this barley to cook, but away he goes again, very busy, he says, so we will leave him to it. And the combine really is working a treat. Brand new this year, that combine. Brand new B registration Par M1000 from 1964. And a brand new Zeta tractor karting as well. A brand new 1964 Zeta tractor karting as well. So now he comes then. I think he's got a little bung there. He's rocking the wheels backwards to get it to run out of the combine. You can see it's on a bit of an hill here, so he's keeping himself in line with where he wants to go. This barley will, well, the straw will be baled up for bedding for the animals. He's got some grass and hay in the thing, and we will be joining him in the not too distant future making the silage, so he can feed some silage to the cows, especially over winter. You can even hear the cows over the noise of the combine. We're that close to the cow field, and we did spot one walking across the road to the milking parlour where the milking parlour was built. He tells us before the main farmyard was expanded to have the cows that side, and now they wander across the road to go to the milking parlour. Yeah, this harvest is going pretty well, and so there we are at the end of that. So we will, most probably next time you join us next week, we will be watching him bale this straw up. You'll be able to say you've watched the harvest and watched the straw baling. Next year we will do another series on this farm, we're thinking. It's been pretty popular. It's number 28 in the ratings of all the television programs that are here on television. So very much worth doing another series to see him get the cultivating done and other jobs. We will watch him plough this after he's baled it as well. So really get down to the ins and outs of the farm. We will again have a feeding video with the cows before too long. And so a lot of content to come your way. Our farmer looks very happy now he's on his combine. He seemed to be getting a little annoyed that we was holding him up, but all in the name of getting everybody to know what farmers do with their day, what is involved in a farming life. He did tell me off screen that it's more of a passion than a job. So we've almost got the tank full again, so we'll be bringing the Zeta tractor across. There's one of the Hercules is flying past. You can hear it over the combine now. So we are now getting to the end of this field of barley. We will watch him finish the barley off before we finish the video today. And there you have it. He's got it full, so we'll catch him with his tractor. This Zeta tractor is the one that he bought brand new, and here he goes now off to the combine with it. Which way are you going to go, Mr. Farmer? Well, you're going to go around and keep it the right way around. Tells us he has got plans to grow some potatoes next year. Now he's got more land. Potatoes, of course, are very popular here in Ireland. The Irish grow a lot of potatoes around the country, and our farmer says he's going to get in on the act of potato harvesting, and he may also grow some sugar beet. We are not at the moment 100% sure on whether the sugar beet will grow, but there you see him. We've got a camera strapped to his head now, so you can see him run back up to the combine. And away you go round the front, round the back, so he can. And there you see, now we watch him as he gets going again. Now with the excuse me, that's tickly throat. Now you see the farmer has got the camera strapped on the combine, and you can see pretty much a driver's eye view. Zoom the camera down a little, you can now get the view of the crop going into the head of the combine. The camera seems to have slipped from what we can see, but we'll leave it going a bit before we get to the outboard camera again. We'll have to get it fixed a little more solid fixing before we attempt to use that camera again. You can see from where this camera is pointing down where the corn goes in. You see it being picked in by the pickup reel. The knives there you can see going backwards and forwards, cutting the straw, and then the auger bringing it to the middle to go onto the threshing drum. And yeah, so a lot to keep an eye on as he works away in the field. We shall now bring the combine back out again. We'll bring the camera around the front, watch it working. There you go. Our farmer will soon have the barley cut. And again, getting a little bit wider at this end, I think. And you see there the straw coming out of the back. It gets the pickle reel, you can see there going round at the front, and the knives and the auger bring it into the threshing drum, which take it into the part of the combine. You see there where it takes the straw up in corn up into the tank, and then as you've seen, the straw along with the straw walkers comes out the back. The straw comes out the back of the combine there. So yeah, very much all in one job. At one stage the binder would do the job, the pickup reel was still there, and the knives, they would cut it. It would then be tied into sheaves and dropped out. Then they'd have to cart the sheaves to the yard where a threshing drum on either a steam engine or something or a tractor with a, in later years, the tractor with most used, commonly used one was the field marshal, which had a belt fastened to it to spin the drum. That's where they used to thresh the straw and bale it in the yard. Now it's all done out in the field. The cutting, the threshing is all done from the combine seat, and a baling machine comes in after and bales the straw into bales, which can then be taken and fed to the animals. Big progress in the last few years. Now we see our farmer with a little bit of crop left to go. Let's go back. We've fixed the camera. There you go. Now we've got the camera fixed properly. You can see the straw rush into the middle of the combine at the front there. Not a massive header on these. They are about 3-4 foot wider than what the biggest binders was in the day, and getting very much now towards getting a full tank, I think. See the farmer there looking around. Well, you can't see him because we've got the camera perched in such a way you can't see the driver, but there you have it. The driver with the camera perched on his head. I'll now take the tractor round and get the next load of barley into the trailer. It's only 32% full, so we should hold pretty much all of this in header. You see he jumps out, and how much is he missing? He's wanting to check. Not much, he says. And back on his seat he goes. Now he's got the camera firmly strapped on top of his head, on top of a nut. So not much longer before we leave our farmer in peace. And away he goes again. Now we shall take the last of it. And so the field of barley comes to an end. So there he spins himself around. He's going to go back and collect this thin strip that he's missed. So until next week on A Farming Life, on behalf of our farmer, we say thank you for joining us, and we will see you in next week's programme, where we may be baling, we may well be harvesting wheat first before the baler comes out. We don't know. We haven't asked the farmer what job he's doing. I suppose it also depends weather-wise. So thank you for watching, and goodbye for now. Well, I hope you enjoyed that episode that was shown in September 1964, and yeah, we got a bit of an insight into the farm I now run. I took the farm over this year, but I found these old movies from the 60s. I thought we'd share them. So please give it a like, give it a share, drop us a comment. If you're new to Summer Farm Estates and like to see more of the work they do, please subscribe to the channel, hit that bell notification icon. Until next time, thank you for watching and goodbye for now.